Welcome back to the Neshoba Valley Chamber Business Buzz. I'm super excited to be here today with Paula Beaudoin, publisher of Community Values Magazine, which is a local publication that many of you have probably seen in your mailbox. And so it's a piece that helps businesses across the region connect with customers in a very tangible way. So welcome, Paula. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So first of all, you've been a member since 2022. So thank you very much for your membership, and we're excited to be here to spotlight your business. Tell us a little bit about Community Values Magazine and what got you into publishing.
Publishing is my third career, actually, and I really love it. I mean, when I closed my restaurant in 2012, I thought to myself, what on earth am I going to do with the rest of my life? And I was a Community Values customer as a restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts there. And I ended up going in for an interview. I didn't really expect it, but I all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, I'm in love with this business. And I brought it home and I told my husband I was thinking about it. And he's like, good Lord, is that business still real? What's the track? I said, no, it is. It's going to be fantastic. So networking has been an important part of growing my business because I grew it from the ground up. What you do is you buy in at zip codes and you know what I mean? You build your
Nice.
business. So being a member of local network organizations like Neshoba Valley Chamber has been really great for me and my business. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. I love hearing that. So you mentioned there's always talk about print marketing being, not really a thing anymore, but that's not really the case.
No, it was. I mean, let's face it, the print advertising business took a hit back in the mid 2000s, like between 2013, let's say, and 2016. It was hard. It was a hard sell. A lot of people thought, oh, that business is dead. But I recently read an article in the Marketing Insider in early July talking about what's going on in the world with how, I mean, everything is a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, right? So you're looking at reality TV that's not real, fast food that's not really food, social media that is not social. It's not helping people, especially kids, right?
True.
And artificial intelligence is now like pretending to be human. And so every ad that people look at in the digital world is suspect. And what print is, and I brought one here, what print is it's tangible. People choose to pick it up and they choose to look at it, right? So although the print industry did take a hit, it has rebounded and it's super healthy business right now. It's a great way to let customers know, hey, I work in your area. I provide something that you need, and I'm always going to be here if you need me.
Absolutely. Well, and I don't have the statistics, but I know that there is studies on you need to see an advertisement from a company multiple times. Maybe it's
Five to
13,
seven.
5 to 7.
5 to 7 times.
But also it helps when it's in different formats.
That's right. Advertising is a campaign, if you think about it that way. So from yard signs, contractor yard signs, and truck lettering and shirts, to print advertising, to the website, to Google ads, all those brand impressions lead to growing your business. And the thing about print is that 90% of even young people, millennials and Gen Z, 90% of them will be influenced to a purchase decision by a print ad.
Interesting.
The rest of them go to your website and they move on from there.
Okay. We're learning all of what we need to know. Is it expensive to?
It does cost money, okay? So it's like if you were going to advertise on Facebook, you could put up a $30, $50, $100 budget and you get what you get. You sort of target who you want to advertise to. So for a print ad, we're going to mail to geographies and we're going to create a physical piece. So yeah, there is money involved, but Community Values, our opening price point is like a penny and a half per household. Okay, so how do you reach 26,000 households for less than 2 cents? You use a shared direct mailer. And Community Values is a shared direct mailer. It's not like doing your own postcard, which if you send a postcard to 26,000 households, it's around $10,000 probably,
Wow.
minimum. And our opening price point, you can get in as a new customer for as little as $399.
Nice.
Which is it's not a lot of money to grow
Yeah.
your business. Now, I always suggest people run multiples for just what we were talking about. So if you look at your $399 and you multiply that by 3 times, so you're at 900, you're at $1,200 and you're going to get business. once you run 3 ads, it will be a noticeable part of your business, and the return on investment will, keep you advertising.
And I imagine, and I know the answer to this because we do it, because we're one of the
Yes,
advertisers,
you are. Thank you.
you can change up your ad.
Every time. So we publish, it's a share direct mailer, and we publish 5 times a year. So we go out for winter in February, then spring, summer, fall, and the great American season of holiday season.
Oh, yes.
So every time our customers can change their ad to position the product or service that's most important at that time.
Good to know. So how broad is Community Values magazine reach? Like where does your magazine cover?
Me, Paula, I cover about 90,000 homes in 4 mailing zones. So the one that we're in here, as we sit here in Shirley, covers 26,000 households in 5 towns: Westford, Groton, Ayer, Littleton, and Acton. But I also cover 3 other zones. I've got Concord with Carlisle, Bedford, Lincoln, and part of Lexington.
Okay.
Great mailing area. And Harvard with Bolton, Boxborough, Stowe, and Maynard. So that's what I have on this side of Route 3. And then I also cover a really great market that not a lot of people from this area go to, Billerica with North Billerica and Burlington. So that's a 24,000 piece mailing. But in general, I will say Community Values, we cover over 700,000 homes in Massachusetts, Southern New Hampshire, and Rhode Island.
Great. And do you work with other Community Values publishers?
That's a great question.
If it might not be somebody that, if you ever meet somebody from this area, but maybe they're from another region, you can help make introductions, I imagine?
Yes, well, absolutely. So the way Community Values is structured is we set it up so that where your business is located, that's going to be your salesperson for Community Values. So you've got a business and it's here in Devens. And so, but you want to advertise in the Devens area, but you also want to advertise in Chelmsford because that's where you're from. And you want to advertise in, another area because you have a lot of service work in that area. I'll still be your salesperson. You don't have to deal with multiples. We do make it easy as we can, but you can advertise in whatever zone is available to your business.
Great. Excellent. So who are your ideal customers? And how would a business get involved in being in Community Values?
In terms of getting involved, what I said earlier, we do really try to make it easy for our customers. So we do all the creative for you. We do the printing and the mailing, and we provide a little bit of digital marketing support by putting your ad online with links to your site and your socials, and that gives you a little search engine optimization naturally. Mm-hmm. And then we put your ad on our socials, Instagram and Facebook, on a rotation. So we do all that from the decision. So to get involved, you need to pick your ad size. And you need to provide like a logo and what you want to promote. Okay, mm-hmm. So I'm a landscaper and it's getting near the end of the season and I want to get another patio or 2 more patios worth of business to keep my guys working. So you'll talk about hardscapes and patios, but if it's the spring and you're a landscaper, you're going to talk about grass cutting and cleanups and stuff like that. We change it every time. And you don't have to do it as a business owner. That's the key. You tell me what you need. We put it together, give you a proof, and then we're in business.
Even better.
Even better.
You've been a chamber member since 2022. What really inspired you to join? What's been the best thing about being part of the Neshoba Valley Chamber?
It really is about networking. And I have to say, I'm a member of 3 chambers, and this chamber is the most active. You do the most events in terms of different times of day. So you have morning events, you have afternoon events, you have evening events, and you have major events like the golf tournament.
Yeah.
And you really connect people because the print advertising business requires a certain amount of know, like, and trust. Mm-hmm. In order to start that process, you got to get to know people. And the chamber, Neshoba Valley Chamber, is a really great way to do that. You get what you give, right? So you
Absolutely.
have to participate, but you make it so easy.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So what have we not told our listeners about Community Values that you'd like to make sure that we include?
There's a couple of things that couple of business types that do really well with us. And the first, we mail mostly to families. We don't mail businesses. We mail to families and homeowners because we're a very suburban publication. Mm-hmm. So contractors of all kinds do very well with us. I have openings for a roofer, for a grass cutting landscaper. Those are great categories. And one of my clients keeps really good records, and he has reported to me last year, I haven't gotten his numbers for this year, that he did $135,000 of business based on his $5,000 worth of advertising.
Wow.
So contractors, I am looking for contractors to reach out to me. And then another area of business that does very well with us are family-oriented businesses, like
Okay.
activities based,
Oh,
dance schools, gymnastic
makes
schools,
sense.
swim schools. Yeah, because mom is reading this magazine, right?
Yeah.
I'm a homeowner, but I'm a mom, and I need things for my kids. I need to know where to get my dog groomed. I need to know, where karate school is.
Yeah.
And those types of businesses would be great referrals and great customers for me.
Good to know. So, how does somebody get a hold of you?
My email is so simple. It's paula@communityvalues.com. I have a New Hampshire-based phone number. I've had it for years. Nobody ever changes their phone number,
No.
which is 603-315-9211. Or you could find me on the chamber website.
Wonderful. Thank you, Paula, for joining us. And I encourage everybody to make an introduction and connect with Paula and learn more about Community Values Magazine. I also want to say thank you to AJ for all the work that he does with our podcasts. We're so excited and loving our podcasts, and we couldn't do it without the help from AJ at Clear Signal Productions.
Thank you, AJ. And thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.